Hello, welcome to Cozy Reads with Sarah. This will be my 2024 wrap up and goals for 2025. So for 2025, I said goodbye to Fable and I loved Fable. It was a great community, but my physical TBR is just way too big. I am focusing on this bookshelf behind me for the next 4 years. It is literally going to take me 4 years to get through these books. On this bookshelf alone, there are 322 books. Now, there are quite a few books that I have already read, and I'm keeping because either I love them or I don't. I just really love collecting books. But the goal is, in the next 5 to 7 years, is to move to Europe. So if I'm going to move to Europe, I can't bring all of these books. So I will be working on either selling them, donating them, just whittling down my book collection, because this is only bookshelf one of many. We have a library in another room. It is a legitimate library. However, it's kind of more like storage right now. And since it's storage, I don't want to record in there. It's dark. There's shag carpeting literally from 1970s. And with scorpions, I'm kind of terrified to go in there. Absolutely terrified. So I am focusing on this library. So my goal is to read 77 books in the next 4 years. That will get me through this bookshelf. Right now, I've started reading The Female Eunuch. Tell me why I picked a very academic book to start with. It is already the first chapter in the introduction. The writing is so small. The summary has my head spinning. And I really should be looking up words because she uses words that I haven't read in a long time and I don't remember. But I'm just reading. I'm just going to try to get through this book. So I'm no longer using Fable because Fable, man, my TBR is like way too much. I already have physical books that I've bought that need to be on my TBR, that have been on my TBR for years and years and years. More than 4 years. So this is the printout. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to use highlighters and I'm going to highlight, say pink will be books I've already read, blue will be reread, and yellow will be books that I'm reading for the first time. And then I might pick another color for books I'm going to try to sell or donate. So I'm going to do that. I haven't done that yet because I'm just getting started. I love the Law of Attraction Planner. I use this as kind of a memento, like of what we've done for the month, but I use it to keep track. So last year in 2024, I was keeping track of what I read on Fable, on Goodreads, and in here. So I have my favorite books of 2024, which came out to, 23 books. And then I had 6 DNFs for 2024. So out of all the books I read, 8% were DNFs. And 9% of my books were 1-star readings that I made it through. I had 7 of those. You can see those down here. My 1-star books were Saturnalia, The Merry Dredgers, It Ends With Us, The Kamagora Food Detectives, Moonstruck, This Thing Called Life, and Mary. I put little stickers. I don't really do much. Sometimes I'll write like a little, like what it's about next to it, but I usually just do the title, the author, and the star rating. I don't really do much else. So these were all the books of 2024. Now, because I knew I wasn't going to be logging into my Fable or Goodreads account, I went ahead and did all my previous years. Let's see. Okay, so I took notes from The Feminist Killjoy here. So I have some book notes. I was thinking about doing a video on that, but I'm not going to. So I have 50 books read in 2023. Last year, my goal was to read 52 books, and I read 72, and this year and going forward, it's 77. I'm going to try to focus mainly on the physical TBR, but I also have books that I bought on Audible and Chirp. So right now I'm listening to a book on Chirp by Jen Kirkman, her second book. I'll have to fill in what it's called because my brain is forgetting. But you can see, like in 2022, I read 42 books. 2021, 32. 2020, I only read 12 books. You would think that I would get more books, but it was so stressful and I was still working full time. I didn't. 2019, 24 books. 2018, 32 books. 2017, 35 books. 2016, 32 books. And then I was keeping track of like movies and shows, which I'm going to continue doing that we watched in 2024. So I'm continuing that. So here's my planner for this year. I got a little more organized because I was like, what I'm going to keep track of. So I wrote it here so I can remember. I had to keep track of what I read for the day, what I watched, if I edited or filmed, and which channel. I have 5 channels, so I'm trying to keep track of everything, how many steps I walked, and hours of sleep. I am trying to do 5,000 steps. So far for 2025, I've only read 2 books. I read Heal the Witch's Wound by Celeste Larson. I gave it a 4 stars, and I got that loaned from the library through Libby. I love the Libby app. And I finished reading The Body Is Not an Apology by Sonia Renee Taylor. That was 5 stars. Absolutely love that book. Best book. Instant 5 stars. I listened to it on Audibles. It was a book that I had purchased. So even if it's on Audibles or Kindle and I've purchased it, you know, I'm still reading a couple of those, but my focus is this really big, let's see how many pages. Double-sided, there's 10 pages of books. But like I said, I could point out right now what books I've already read or half read, because I can't tell you, I'm such a mood reader, how many books that I'll start and then I put down and I never pick up. Like, let me pull one for you. Okay, so like this book. This book is 25 years old. I've had it since 2000. I bought this when I was working at Borders. It's so cool. It doesn't say Borders on it, but look at, this is such an old tag. This was when they first opened, and you can't buy this book anymore. This is going to be a difficult book for me because the writing is so tiny, but I've tried to see if you can buy this book. It's not in the market anymore. But I have started reading this book through the years so many times, and because the writing is so small, I just can't get through it, but this is a goal. I'm going to try to get through this book. Now, these books I've also had for almost as long. They're also from Borders. When I worked there, it's so funny. I love these books. I've read them. I've kept them because they're just such fun romantic comedies. I was obsessed with Bollywood back in like the early 2000s, obsessed with just Hindu culture, the Hindu gods and goddesses. I mean, look at this. I mean, Goddess for Hire. It's so cool. I really had fun reading these books, so I'm going to reread them and see if I'm going to keep or sell or donate. Because, yeah, 20 years ago, 25 years ago, I love these books, but I'm in a different place now. Who knows, maybe I won't love them anymore, but I'm going to reread and give them a second chance. Another book from back then that I really enjoyed was For Matrimonial Purposes. I'm pushing Borders because I worked for Borders. I had a t-shirt that I kept. It's all holy and it's like it's almost shredded. It says Borders. I got it for free for helping to set up a new Borders in New Hampshire, and it was so much fun setting up the store. I had such a fun time working at Borders. Favorite job, hands down. I really miss that store. Barnes and Noble could like never. It's so funny looking at this. It looks like I wrote notes in highlighter. I can't even read them anymore. These were just 3 of the books that I really loved and I've kept. But now I have to reevaluate that. So hopefully, you know, I can stay off Fable because I just like, ooh, like new book. I love Libby. Libby is great. Why I don't necessarily love the physical library is germs, and I'm kind of a germaphobe. I always wanted a library, so I went a little crazy collecting books, as you can see, because I don't like touching books, and I worked in a library, and I am friends with a lot of librarians, and I know the nasty things that people put in books and do to books and don't wash their hands, and it's gross. So I collected my own collection. Like this book is from college. I actually have a couple books and I want to reread them. These were college reads. The Bell Jar by Sylvia Plath, one of my favorites. This book is so old and beat up, but I absolutely love The Bell Jar, so I'm looking forward to rereading this one. The Virgin of Bennington, honestly, y'all, I don't remember. You guys know how college is. You read 10, 15 books at one time. I have no idea, but I'm going to reread this. Like, here's another one, another book from college. Memories of a Catholic Girlhood. It's a little beat up. It's seen some stuff. You can see my highlights in here. Oops. I was using a napkin. So yeah, some of these books, if I do decide to get rid of, I may have to just donate because they are old and I bought them used. They were old when I bought them and I've had them for like 20, 25 years. Actually, you guys probably want to hear what my favorite books of 2024 were. All right, so these were all like 4 to 5 star ratings. The first book I read of 2024 was Leslie Effing Jones by Leslie Jones. 5 stars. Totally amazing book. Black Sheep by Rachel Harrison. 5 stars. Love that book. That's my favorite book by Rachel Harrison. The Stranger Upstairs by Lisa M. Matlin. 4 stars. The Writing Retreat by Julia Bartz. 4 stars. The Dark Side of Innocence by Terry Changi, I think. 4 stars. I'm Bipolar, You're Bipolar Too by Alex Clark. 4 stars. Cackle, also by Rachel Harrison. I'm pretty sure I gave that a 4 star. I forgot to write the number next to it. The Villa by Rachel Hawkins, 5 stars. Love and Gelato by Jenna Evans Welch, 4 stars. How Y'all Doing by Leslie Jordan, 5 stars. One Summer in Savannah by Tara Shelton Harris, 4 stars. This Might Get Heavy by Ralphie May. I think that was either 4.5 or 5 stars. I forgot to put the stars next to it. Open Book by Jessica Simpson. I think I gave that 5 stars. Survival of the Thickest by Michelle Boutier. I think I gave that 4 stars. The September House, Carissa Orlando, 5 stars. Goddess of Filth by V. Castro, 4.5 stars. On Our Best Behavior by Elise Lowen, 4 stars. Chlorine by Jade Song, 4 stars. A Good Girl's Guide to Murder, 5 stars. The Spell Shop by Sarah Beth. Oh man, I didn't write her last name, but you all know The Spell Shop. 4 stars. Mooncakes by Wendy Zhu, 4 stars. Blood and Lightning by Dustin Kiskadon, 4.5 stars. Take the Mic, Fictional Stories of Everyday Resistance by Bethany C. Morrow. She was actually the editor, and there was a ton of really great authors who contributed short stories to that anthology. That was a 5 out of 5. Loved ending the year on that book. So 32% of my books were 4 to 5 star reads. So not bad. My DNFs were Hippie Woman Wild, a memoir. That was a DNF. The Badass Librarians of Timbuktu, DNF. Now I have the physical copy up there. I may try to finish reading it and sell it, or I may just sell it. Moonstruck, which is a physical comic book I have, that I'll be selling. Twisted Tales of Halloween Horror. It was after Halloween. I read a few, like 4 short stories, and then I was like, okay, Halloween's over. So, you know, I can take my time. I might read a couple more, like, each year. The Botanical Daughter and All's Well by Mona Awad, and that was 8%. So that was my 2024 wrap up, my goals for 2025 and for the next 4 years. Sorry, I don't know what that was. And hopefully I hit my goals. I've only read 2 books so far. I'm a little behind. And this book is dense. So it's going to take me a minute. And I have quite a few books that have that kind of font. So we'll see how it goes. But wish me luck, y'all, for my 2025. I wish you guys all luck on your goals for 2025. I hope you stick to your goals. I am obviously on a no-buy year or years because I have enough books for lifetimes, and I'm not like the fastest reader, and I don't necessarily just read one genre, and I do mix it up. And there are, books from college, there's YA, there's nonfiction. Like, I have 3 books by David Wilcox that are big boys, 462 pages. So this is going to take me a minute just to get through one of these. These books, it doesn't go as fast as listening to a book on Audibles or even Kindle. I feel like I get through books, if they're on my Kindle, like super fast. And then audiobooks, super fast, because I can be doing other things and listen, and that's great. But we'll see how it goes. I hope I hit my goal of 77 and surpass it. I don't know how y'all read 100 plus books a year, but maybe I can be initiated into that club this year. Thanks for watching. I'll see you all next time. Bye.